welcome to Hyperstars Academy. So this is just a trade review of the trades I took on this week, last week of August 2025. Alright, so this was last week. I had this analysis last weekend. I'll be explaining the reasons for my trade, everything that goes on into taking the trade, and everything I experienced while on the trade. So let's go. So first of all, I am on GBP USD. GBP USD was the only trade I took last week, this week of August. So this was the reason I took this trade here. So I saw what we call fifth row first, and then when a structure like this, when market respects a trend line, when you have a trend line like this is 1, 2. I'm trying to explain what fifth row means. This is 3, and then this is 4. Whenever market respect a trend line 4 times like this, I expect it to break. You expect it to break. Technically, it should break at the 5th touch. This is how it happens most times. So, of course, I caught the sells here as well, which I did a trade review on it also. So after we see this break, now you would say we have a coach here, a change of character there. All right. Then while market was coming back, it didn't just drop into it. It engineered a liquidity. This is what we call an engineered liquidity, right? So when markets, instead of just dropping into the POIs you have, POI doesn't equate point of interest. POI means point of interest. Point of interest doesn't equate point of entry. That's what I want to say. So this is our POI. It is an area we are interested in taking a trade from, but it doesn't become our entry yet until we see this engineer liquidity, then coupled with other stuff we saw when markets eventually tap into this POI, which I will illustrate all of it. So immediately I saw this, I dropped it on my channel as well, that I'm taking a buy on GBP USD, and I took it. I got in here. My SL was below this low, and my TP was actually at this high. But because I'm trading a prop firm currently, funded next, so and the trade end, you know how this prop firm works. So the trade ended on Thursday, so I had to close around here for payout. So I had to close around here. I think at about 1:6 or 1:5. That was why I closed. Then I saw this new re-entry. Actually, this was the first re-entry I saw. This, because this is an FVG. Okay, let me walk us through how I got in here. So we had an FVG here. After price respected this, it left behind this huge FVG. And usually whenever I see FVGs like this, I tend to check it out down to all other time frames to see if I can reduce it. But if, let's say, I want to use this FVG on this spot, this is how to use FVG and get the accurate entry. So I tend to use 50% of it. This is what I expect market to use. And then my stop loss will be below this candle. You know, this is the candle that owns the FVG, that the FVG is on. Below this low here, that's where my stop loss will be. Either big or small, this is how it will be. But then I'll have my TP at this zone or wherever to have a good risk to reward. But I didn't do this, so this is what I did. I went down to, I refined this FVG. So when I went down to 1 hour, I saw that, okay, we had a couple of FVGs here that were not really, that doesn't really make sense to me. So this was what I did. I now reduced this to this actual big one. So this entry was a re-entry for me, but I didn't close on till this market reversed. So I hit SL on this re-entry, but because I had closed on the first trade already, and of course risk management, this SL wasn't really anything to me. So This was the trade. I might drop a screenshot of MT5 screenshot of this trade. I might. It is my it is my decision after all. So I got in here just the same rule I stated there, below the low of the candle itself. So I was actually targeting the same high of my initial this same high was my target. I was having about 3 or thereabouts, but market gave me a little bit, then reversed, so I lost that trade, where I won this first one. So then later on I saw that this was what market did, and this same thing happened on XAUUSD. XAUUSD also did the same thing, because we had a similar, not this week actually, last week, yeah, we had a similar AVG like this that was very big. I think that was due to NFP, or no, sorry, that was due to one Trump news or something. So everyone was targeting the AVG, the daily AVG, which was ideal, but market didn't just feel 50% of it like it usually does and just go. Instead, it kept on dropping till it touched the wick of the candle before the AVG. This is what I mean. Look at this black candle here, which represents the red candle, before this green candle that entails the AVG. Oh my goodness, sorry. before this actual candle that owns the AVG. So the tip of that week was on market touch here before going, and the same thing happened on XAUUSD last week. Yeah, last week it happened. The daily time frame everyone was trying to buy from, which I also was trying to buy from there. I bought from there, not even trying. So that's the same thing I'm talking about. So the paying attention to the exact price action that is playing out currently is also a means of trading. This is not what any mentor can teach you. You just have to pay attention to details and see that, okay, what is market doing currently? So now, of course, this is also a mechanism also. So this automatically means that your next entry, especially when it is on higher time frame averages like this is how you pick your entry. More like an engulfing pattern strategy, which I teach my students. So if you also want to know more about how to get in, get out, trade smartly, you should join us at IB Soros Academy. There are virtual classes, there are physical classes, majorly for Kwaso students and Ilorin environs. That is where we have our location. So you can join us as well and partake in excellent training, mentorship, masterclass. Trust me, your trading journey, your trading career will never remain the same. So back to what I was explaining. So this was actually what market later used, and then I was actually, because it was on Friday, so I wasn't really interested in taking any trade anymore. I just let it run. So when market is ready on Monday again, we find a new entry and then we bank it up. So that's all about this week. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget, as a trader in the market, you have two things to do. You are attacking and you are defending. You attack with logic, because market is not really something you own. So you attack with logic so you can make something out of it. Then this is what you defend with. Your risk management is your defense. Make sure you protect your capital, because without it, you're just a graphics designer. Take care. Have a safe weekend. Bye.